Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. So I want to talk about the Memphis Grizzlies because I've seen some blasphemous shit said about the Memphis Grizzlies in the past couple days. I put out a community poll saying, do you think that the Memphis Grizzlies will be a top 5 seed in the West, right? And the results of that poll were very shocking to me. A little shocking, but not completely shocking. Only because last year was really, really bad for them. They suffered a lot of injuries, right? Like, this was a team that really, just nothing went well for them last year. They had a lot of injuries, and people were kind of like, I don't know, just giving up on them. But there was 69 votes in this poll that I put out. I said, will the Memphis Grizzlies finish in the top 5 for seeding this upcoming season, bearing that they're fully healthy? Fucking 51% said yes, and 49% said no. And I'm like, bro, 49% said no? I mean, I was expecting this to at least be like 70-30, okay? The idea that people are this divided on the Memphis Grizzlies is fucking wild to me. I don't know if it's all the Ja Morant off the court shit, okay? But I even put bearing that they're fully healthy, and still, like, everybody, like, the idea that 49% of people said no and 51% said yes, and it was like completely, it's literally almost 50-50. And I'm here to restore your faith in the Memphis Grizzlies a little bit, because this is a team that is way better than people are giving them credit for, okay? Ja Morant is an MVP level player. He's in the top. Last time when they finished with the number 2 seed in the West 2 years ago. Now, understand, a lot has changed in 2 years, okay? This past season and the year before, Denver got worse. I'm gonna give you a hot take in this one, and I'm gonna tell you this, okay? And you can record this clip if you would like. The Memphis Grizzlies will finish with a better record than the Denver Nuggets this upcoming year. And I know people are gonna be like, what? Okay, they lost Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They no longer have Bruce Brown. They're picking up Russell Westbrook, who has not managed to play well anywhere other than the Clippers so far. When he played for the Lakers, it was a disaster. He went to the Clippers, played better for the Clippers, but the problem is Russell Westbrook is a very iffy type of player. But I look at this team, and as well as the Denver Nuggets, and the Denver Nuggets lost a lot. They're a team that's got like 4 or 5 rookies coming off the bench for them this upcoming year. I simply just don't think their starting 5 is going to be all right, but they brought in Dario Saric. I mean, Dario Saric is like the 6th or 7th best player coming off the bench for them. Ryan Braun is still on their team. He's very good, but I don't see it. I don't see how people are saying Denver is going to be like a top 3, top 4 seed. I just don't. I think Memphis is better than them. I would go as far to say maybe even Phoenix is better than them. That remains to be seen, but I think they're like on the same tier as Phoenix. Only because Phoenix just has a lot of talent. I don't think Phoenix is actually a better team than Memphis. Memphis has been together longer than the Phoenix Suns have been together, and they play defense. Phoenix fucking doesn't. Maybe now that Mike Budenholzer's their head coach and they brought in Tyus Jones, maybe that changes, but it's just the idea. They're a team that if one thing goes wrong, that's the end of it for them. Now, granted, Memphis is the same thing. Memphis, if Ja Morant goes down, it's over for them. But the thing is, if the Memphis Grizzlies are fully healthy, they're a top 5 seed in the West. Ja Morant played 9 games for them last year, okay? Desmond Bane only played 42 games for them last year. Marcus Smart played 20 games for them last year, okay? G.G. Jackson only played 48 games for them last year. Luke Kennard played 39 games for them last year, okay? All of their key players were fucking injured. Okay, the Brandon Clark played 6 games for them. He's easily one of the best defenders on that fucking team. Okay, Jaren Jackson Jr. was the only bright spot for this team last year. He played 66 games, and his percentages were fucking terrible, but at least he got to be like the guy a little bit last year. You know what I'm saying? But Vince Williams Jr. improved a lot last year for this team. G.G. Jackson improved a lot. Who else? Jake LaRavia improved for them. But I look at this team, and what did they lose? Right? Everyone's saying, oh, they're not the guys who got them there to the second seed 2 years ago are not there anymore. What do you mean they're not there? Steven Adams, Dylan Brooks, and Tyus Jones? Well, they have Marcus Smart. Like, this is a team that plays defense. Desmond Bane, dog on defense. Okay? Jaren Jackson Jr. is legitimately a Defensive Player of the Year candidate on their team. Like, he blocks the most didn't he block the most shots in the NBA like 2 years ago? Like, when he was actually able to fulfill his role, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a guy who's going to be in Defensive Player of the Year conversations for the next couple years. When he gets to just focus on defense and not have to run the entire offense through him, okay? He's a guy that's in Defensive Player of the Year talks every single fucking year. Or at least the past 2 years, okay? He blocked the most shots in the NBA, I think, a couple years ago. But Desmond Bane, what's with the disrespect for Desmond Bane? Do people not realize he's like a 24-point per game scorer almost, 23.7? He shoots 38% from three, 46% from the field. Desmond Bane is really fucking good. They have 3 guys on their team capable of averaging 20 points per game. Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane, and John Morant. And they have Derrick Rose still. I mean, like, this is a team that I think people are sleeping on a little bit too much, okay? I look at it, I'm like, bro, they were injury-riddled. Their bench guys got to be starters for most of the season last year, and they have John Morant coming back. I'm going to be honest. Even with how shitty... You know what's crazy to me? This team was dead last in offense last season. With all their star players being out other than Jaren Jackson Jr., who didn't... their whole fucking core was injured. They finished 12th in defensive rating. 12th. Out of all 30 teams in the NBA last year, they only allowed 114.3 points per game. With a bunch of fucking guys that probably shouldn't even be in the NBA. Yes, they had Scottie Pippen Jr., okay? But for a team with a 27-55 record to be 12th in defense, 12th. Do people not understand Memphis locks down on defense too? I know people saw what happened last season and go, oh, well, they're fucking bad, okay? John Morant, their problem was literally offense. John Morant provides offense. Desmond Bane provides offense. Okay? Luke Kennard provides offense. This is a team that will finish in the top 5. I'm telling you right now, I will challenge anybody in my comment section. I will bet you $1,000, barring injuries. Okay? Memphis finishes top 5. I'm telling you, they finish top 5. This is a team that with if John Morant stays healthy, if this team can, let's just say if they can get, I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? I'll even tell you how this plans to go. If they can get 60 games out of John Morant, 55 games out of Desmond Bane, I don't know what Jaren Jackson Jr.'s injury history looks like, but let's say if they can get 55 games out of Jaren Jackson Jr., okay? 50 games out of Marcus Smart. What else? 50 games out of G.G. Jackson. 55 games out of Luke Kennard. If everybody on this team can just play 55 games, this team is going to finish in the top 5. Now, if something happens to John Morant, obviously, like, that's kind of the end of it. He's the thing that really makes this team go. But the idea that people are saying fucking Sacramento and Houston and Phoenix and Denver are all better teams than them, I'm like, you must not have been watching them 2 years ago when they were healthy. Because, yes, they did lose Dylan Brooks, but Dylan Brooks was all defense for them. Dylan Brooks wasn't playing offense for them. Dylan Brooks couldn't hit water if he was dropped into a fucking lake when he was playing offense for them. Okay? Yeah, he improved when he went to Houston, but that's a completely different situation. That's a different head coach, different coaching staff, okay? They still have Brandon Clark, who played 6 games for them. Steven Adams, yes, Steven Adams was injured for them, but he has a lower body injury. I think it was a foot injury, if I'm correct, or a knee injury or something like that. Lower body injuries with big men don't work out well, Okay, like it just usually once that happens, you're out of the league in a couple years, depending on how severe it is. If Memphis traded Steven Adams, that means the injury was enough where Memphis was like, we're done with it. Like, just give us something and get rid of it. Tyus Jones, I get losing Tyus Jones, but you replace Tyus Jones with Marcus Smart. I mean, why is everybody acting like this team is bad? Memphis is the one, is like, I'm tempted to bet on Memphis to like make it to the Western Conference Finals. Like, because I love it when people like completely just disregard a team because of other like outside forces that had nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a team, everyone look, oh, they finished 13th in the West. They had a 27-55 record. I'm like, okay, we'll see. Everybody's saying that they're a play-in team. They're a 7 through 8. No, they are a top 5 seed. With how much shit the Denver Nuggets have lost, okay? They've got 4 or 5 rookies on their roster they're carrying over this year to make up for all the ass ton of money they gave Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic, okay? Memphis, I'm going to tell you right now, Memphis is a deeper team than Denver now. They are a deeper team than Denver. They're a solid unit. This is a team that's been playing together for years now. I'm fine with people saying I'm wrong on this. That's fine. I'm fine with people telling me I'm wrong on this, but just know I'm not the one who's going to be wrong. You are. You're the one that's going to be wrong. I'm just to tell you right now. And people are going to be like, Denver, you think they're better than Denver? Yes, they are better than Denver. When they are fucking healthy, they are better than Denver. So that's I know these people are gonna be like, nah, there's no way they're better. They're not better than this team. They're not. No, they are. They are. You need to watch them fucking play. That's what you need to do. Because Desmond Bane, killer. Jaren Jackson Jr., one of the best defensive bigs in basketball. John Morant, MVP level point guard. Marcus Smart, one of the best defensive player of the year. Marcus Smart won Defensive Player of the Year as a guard. He was one of the first fucking guards to do it since Gary Payton. And people are like, oh, this team's not good. Yeah, like, bro, they're fine on defense. Brandon Clark, dog on defense. Luke Kennard, one of the best three-point shooters in the fucking league percentage-wise. Okay? Desmond Bane, 38% from three. Yes, I thank you. May I have another? Fucking, it's amazing to me, man. I understand it's kind of like my job to cover like all the teams in the NBA because I have this YouTube channel, but there are just some people that are like just fucking diehard fan, and that's okay. It's okay to be a diehard fan. However, it is not okay to be fucking delusional, and that's what I think people are. I think people are fucking delusional when it comes to Memphis. Okay, like, even if we look at the East, right? Let's look at the East. I think they're. Oh, wait, hold on. This isn't based on... Hold on, give me a second. Let me go to last season. I want to see what last season's standings were. Okay? This is a team that is going to be better than Cleveland. I think they're going to be better than Orlando. It kills me as a Pacers fan to say this, but they're going to be better than Indiana. They're going to be better than Miami. Miami is a team that's like... They're hit or miss. I mean, yeah, Philadelphia got better with Paul George, but like, even if we put Memphis in the fucking East, right, with how good their roster is, I think they're still a top 5 team. I think they're better than Orlando, simply because the Memphis Grizzlies have John Morant and the Orlando Magic have a conglomerate of fucking players that they're hoping is something. The Cleveland Cavaliers are just a fucking mess. So I like it. I'm gonna call it. I like it. Even if I look at the West, okay, I think the Nuggets are overrated. OKC is going to be top 3. Minnesota will be top 3. Dallas will probably be top 3 now. The Pelicans will probably be top 4 or 5. Like, the Memphis Grizzlies are going to compete with the Pelicans for that 4 or 5 spot. That's where I'm putting them. I don't think the Lakers are better than them. I don't think Sacramento's better than them. I don't think the Warriors are better than them. I don't think Houston's better than them. I don't think the Phoenix Suns are better than them. The Phoenix Suns have more talent. That's not arguable. They have one of the best starting threes in basketball if you're talking KD, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. The problem is it has not fucking worked. Okay? It has not been enough to get them over the hump. And when I look at their team, even with depth, I don't think Royce O'Neal is better than a lot of the guys on the fucking Memphis Grizzlies. I just don't. When it comes to point guards, Ja Morant, I'll take Ja Morant and Marcus Smart over Tyus Jones any fucking day. I don't get it. I don't understand where people are pulling this shit from. I really don't. I'm like, bro, like the fucking the sleeping on Memphis is fucking ridiculous. It's insane. I'm placing a bet. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen. I just got like a ridiculous paycheck because hold on, I dropped a pen. All right, fuck the pen. I just got paid a pretty ridiculous paycheck for working a bunch of overtime a couple weeks ago. I'm thinking I'm gonna come up with a Memphis Grizzlies bet. I don't know what that bet's gonna be, but maybe we'll do Ja Morant for MVP. A lot of people think SGA is better than Ja Morant, which is a respectable criticism. I actually do think SGA is better than Ja Morant at this point. But if somehow Memphis gets into that top 3, right? Or even in the top 5. If Memphis gets into the top 5, if they get into the top 4, Ja Morant's definitely going to be in the MVP conversation. But if this team fucks around and gets into the top 3 and is somehow ahead of Minnesota, of all teams, I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could really go north or south for teams like the Phoenix Suns, the Denver Nuggets, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. People, I don't know. People are just acting like Memphis is not as good a team as they actually are. When they're healthy and when they're not, like when their fucking MVP level player plays more than 9 games for them. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I know there's going to be a bunch of people in the comments who tell me I'm fucking wrong and I'm batshit crazy. But I'm telling you right now, I think Memphis, I don't think top 5 seed is crazy. I don't think top 5 seed is crazy. And anybody who knows ball knows this. Anybody who watched them play basketball fucking knows it. Like, their worst players on their team managed to be 12th in defense last year and dead last in offense. So, if that's what their fucking shitty bench units could do, imagine what happens when they get their starters back. This is a team, I'm going to tell you right now. Memphis is going to be they're going to be what the Dallas Mavericks were this past season. I'm going to tell you right, that's what they're going to be. They're going to be a team that, like, sneaks into the playoffs and then, like, just beats the dog piss out of your favorite team in the playoffs. Like, Memphis is a team I think is definitely getting to the second round, regardless of, if they finish in that 4 through 5 range, second round is a lock. I'm calling it right now. Second round is a lock. But once they get into that second round, they are a team that is capable of getting to the Western, even if they play OKC. They have more experience on their roster playing as a unit than OKC does. Yes, they did get Alex Caruso. They did get Isaiah Hartenstein. That could play a huge factor in it. But as far as a unit, Memphis could threaten that. And there's going to be people, you're full of shit. Okay, we'll see. We will see come the end of the regular season. I'm the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.